Woo! Everybody say woo! Hello, England. For those of you who don't remember, my name is Don Keith, and I gotta tell you, if Keir Starmer thought he was gonna put a damper on this event by putting England's greatest voice in lockup, he had another thing coming. Everybody say Keir Starmer can kiss my ass. So I've told this story a couple of times, but I want to say it because I've never said it to 100,000 people before. You know, great heroes come along maybe once in a generation if you're lucky. You got your Winston Churchills, you got your William Wallaces. In the United States, we had people like Martin Luther King. You know, they don't come around a lot. Now in America, we have one this generation. We got lucky. We have a guy named Donald Trump. Maybe you heard his name before. But here you got another guy who I call the working class Donald Trump of Great Britain. His name is Tommy Robbins. So the way I see it, you know, I see online a lot of people say, well, I can't wait to get out of here. I'm going to go to America. I'm going to go somewhere else. We all have to stay and fight for our countries. Because if we don't, at some point, there's not going to be anywhere to run to. So we have a choice to make. You guys have a choice to make. Years from now, generations from now, we can sit around a fire, strap up whatever little bit of food you can find, and you can reminisce with your grandchildren about what a great free country Great Britain used to be. Or you can tell them that today England is still free because you fought with people like Tommy Robinson and the great patriots that are here today. The people who are on this stage today, it's going to be you people who save this nation, mark my word. Now I've got something I want to read to you. Tommy asked me to read this to you guys. You know, I was with him yesterday. I felt honored to be one of the ones he asked to escort him to the police station yesterday. But he asked me to read this, and I'm not going to let him down. It's a poem I wrote. And I wrote it as it pertains to America, but it could go to any Western country right now. You can apply it to yourselves. And I guess I'd like to ask you guys, how many of you have ever been online or even out in public and someone called you a racist or a white supremacist simply because you espouse your personal conservative beliefs? Show of hands, who's ever been called a racist on social media? Yeah, a lot of you out here. So I wrote this for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. It's a poem. It's called The Liberty Thief. If I were a racist, I'd come up with a plan. I'd give them just enough money so they wouldn't need a man. The father rebuked, but the mother would miss him when all of her sons are raised by the system. And what would I call this act of piety? I know, I'll call it the Great Society. No need for family. I'll take God out of schools. You can worship the government, just obey all the rules. But to be a great racist, I need to find a way to decrease the numbers of black, brown, and, hey, abortion. But with a little more self, I'll fool the whole world and call it women's health. But still some will be born, so we'll need to confuse them. We can turn men into women and women into men. I think that'll do it. That'll do the trick, but still there will be others. We'll need to make them sick with food or drugs. Well, surely in time, we can also infest their neighborhoods with crime. And the people will love me, no matter what the fuss is, because I'll do all of these things and call it justice. Now, this plan will cost money. I'll impose more tax on the people who already break their backs. Who cares? They can nickel and dime it and get this obligate all on the climate. No more comfort, no more convenience, no more oil, no gasoline. It's going to be amazing. This is a hell of a plan. Why even worry about the color of a man? Black, white, gay, or straight? For total control, I need to stir up hate and divide every single person by their simple beliefs. They might even call me the Liberty Thief, because I'll take all their freedoms, and it'll be tough, I confess. How will I do it? I'll use the press. They'll spread the word and the propaganda years, until one day a new virus appears. That's when the feces really hits the fan base, because I'll have forced vaccines and mask mandates. I can shut down schools and control elections, stuff all the ballots, section by section. And poverty will replace the American dream while the oligarch siphons the war machine. But if I'm really going to do this, if I'm really going to own it, I need to get rid of my political opponents. I can twist the laws and accuse them of crimes. It shouldn't be too hard. The judges are mine. Not to mention the prosecution. This is how it's done, man. Screw the Constitution. But for my masterpiece and my greatest iteration, I'll replace every patriot with illegal immigration. So that's it. That's how I'll do it. And with the competition gone, I'll be a shoo-in. So a racist and a tyrant, well, don't call me that. I need to be discreet. Call me a Democrat.